Yay, Piggy! Woo! Yeah, party, Piggy. Hello everyone, welcome to another video on the CIVCRAFT server. Greetings Bacon Face, thank you for joining us today. So today I'm going to finish off building some of the buildings for Spawn of Spawn and hopefully start pulling in some beakers from cottages that I can build out the back and also I would like to build a warehouse. Let's go and check out our cottage because I did get some extra hammers. I brought some extra hammers with me so we can get this one built. So let's do that. I need 310. Don't know how many that was, but it looks like it's enough. Okay, so as the cottage is building, I'll put a link in the description below for you to check out so that you can have a read up of the cottage. There is a fair bit of information there that is required for you to have an understanding of to get the most out of the cottage, and you'll probably have to refer to it a fair bit as you sort of upgrade your cottage and progress through the game. So in a nutshell, a cottage is where your abstract skill workers live. So basically, because you do quests, it's like imitating your little workers on your town. And they obviously need somewhere to live, and they obviously need to be fed as well. So they need to be fed and sheltered, and your cottage does that. Completing the quest takes food, depending on the level of your cottage, to feed your workers. And your workers are, like I mentioned, essentially your quests. So you can build your cottages in different biomes to get different loot, to get different items from your daily quests. The cottages that are in spawn bottom are in a hot environment because they're in the desert, so they are producing hammers. I was actually able to build one cottage in a temperate environment, but that again produces hammers. So the cottage that is in the biome at the moment here, which is extreme hills, is actually going to be producing beakers. So snowy and cold biomes will produce beakers. So let me just adjust the permissions here to make it. Oh, government, did I not? Oh, I already did it. Whoops, gone too far. Whoops. There we go. So this one will actually produce beakers. So through the food that we collect from the farm, we feed it for the quests and we get beakers back in return. So the cottage actually returns a fair amount of beakers. I think we're on level like maybe 4 on the cottages at spawn bottom, and we are getting between 150 and 200 hammers per quest. So I actually, yay me. So I actually completed a few cottage quests in order to get the hammers for this episode and to build this cottage. What you've got here is your upgrade chest over here, which is the same upgrade as your normal buildings or your other buildings. It's the same concept. So we need 20 beakers to upgrade the cottage to level 2, but we still need to upgrade our town to level 2 before we can do that because we are a new town. Over here we have our quest chest, and on level 1 our quest chest only has 4 quests and it requires carrots and potatoes, and it will give us 66 beakers. So this is the upstairs of the cottage. The cottage obviously had like chests and everything in it before, but this is like a nice comfy fire that you can warm yourself against, and you can put some flowers in the pots. I still don't know how to do that. This is your ender chest. Ooh, look at all these goodies that I've got all prepared ready to upgrade my town, and this is obviously a jukebox there. I have never actually used a jukebox before, so we're going to have to like clear this up a bit. It's blocking my view. So every time I build a second town, which is actually only the second time now that I've ever built a second town. So receive slash. Oh, there we go. Hey, excuse me. Who invited you to this party? Ow. Alright, I am going to have to make this a quick video because I am getting a bit hungry. Hopefully my stomach growling does not come through the video because that's going to be a little bit awkward. Um, okay, so let's see. I'm going to just clear this stuff out from my ender chest because it is nuts important to hoard in my ender chest. It is important to share it. I'm going to have my valuables chest over here like we did before. Valuables there. Other valuables here. It just becomes, I guess it just becomes another miscellaneous chest. Let's just get the last of these out. One thing that I and Wasabi have actually learned playing this server just recently is keeping your ender chest empty. Now, when you're first starting out, especially if you're sharing with people that you don't really know very well, storing precious items in your ender chest is the best way to go about it. However, when you start moving through the game and you start trading with people and all that kind of stuff, having a full ender chest is a massive, massive pain. If you come across any goodies as the phase progresses and towns fall and you go and you pillage what has been left behind, you can't fit any of that stuff in your ender chest. So it is actually good practice to keep your ender chest clear, at least clear of crap. So you could have your good stuff in there, but at least don't store dirt or flowers or string or anything like that in there. It's just not worth it. So again, a little bit of terraforming required here. Just got to clear this out. Wouldn't mind actually putting a bit of a lake in there. Might have to second Wasabi to do some work there. We do need to research the trade outpost, and I looked that up before. I need the beakers. I really need those beakers. I really need to build a granary. I want to build 2 granaries using hammers. Thank you. And I'm going to build those. Okay, so let's just go straight in here. I don't know if you are wondering why I do this. I sort of have a tendency to pick up these weird habits. But basically what I am trying, whoops, wrong one. What I am trying to do is I want to build the granary on this level. I don't want to go higher or lower. Actually, I probably could go, what's that? I probably could go up 3 blocks. We can do that. We'll go up 3 blocks. So I want to go up 3 blocks. I need dirt. So I'll go up 3. So the building will build on the level that I'm standing on, so it's in line with the rest of the other buildings. Now, the other reason why I'm going into this mountain here is because my buildings are going to chunk align, and this is the stable here. The next chunk is going to go probably just a little ways over that way. And then I want my granary to go in the next chunk over. And the reason for that is because if the buildings build too close together, not all of them do it, but most of them are like edge to edge on the chunk, and you won't be able to get around each building. And with the granaries, I find it easier. We've discovered that it's easier if your granaries are in a big circle, so that when you are doing your quests, you essentially just run around them and you've got easy access to them that way. That's just something that we've figured out. I don't know if it's going to work best for you. I guess it also depends on what setup you have for your town, your actual town layout. So yeah, I have a play around with it, see how you go. The way that your granary faces is also really important because you need to access your chest. Same for your trommel, well, pretty much for any of your buildings that have an entrance, you want to place it so that the entrance is easily accessible. So if I have my granary facing out this way, so I can just walk into the chest and do my quest that way, then I can put another one down here, again facing that way, and I can just go in and do like a row like that, and then go around to the other side and then have all the granaries facing the other way. So let's do a preview. Okay, so I can't see it at all, which says to me that it is back a whole extra chunk. Is that just one chunk? Nope, that must be it. Okay, cool. So let's just get back in our hidey hole so that we don't get attacked by zombies. Okay, sorry, I did that quite quickly. So on my, I'll just face this way in case this zombie comes in. Because again, I'm a subscriber, I have auto claim turned on. So in order to build this structure, it will cost an estimated 500 coins to auto claim them. So are you sure you want to claim them all? Yes. One thing that you will also notice is that if you type in yes to your to build your building, or you say no to cancel it, for example, that will actually appear in chat. So people that do lots of buildings, for example, like the larger civs that build like 20 granaries and 34 farms and stuff like that, it is best to put yourself into a local chat. So for example, a civ chat is /cc. Turn that on, and I am now in city state mode. So therefore, if I just do a hello, do an Adele hello, I am now chatting in my civ chat, regardless of what I say. So I do /cc again to turn it off, and then if I do a test message there, it will appear in global. If I want to chat locally, so for example, if people have come to visit, if people have come to visit me and I want to chat to them locally, I can just do /chl for chat in local, and then everything I say here, it's going to be all in local chat. Then to go back to global, it's chg, and I'm now chatting in global. There are other commands to actually leave the civ chat and all that kind of stuff, so that you end up not even seeing the conversations that go on, but I'm not going to go into that. So again, the purpose of me telling you that is that if you are building a lot of buildings, then you can do set your civ chat to positive, like to yes. So do your /cc, and then you will be able to have your yeses and nos and all those sorts of commands that you type in not appear in global chat. The only reason why I would recommend doing that is that some people do respond to you when you say yes, and especially new people, they don't understand what you're doing, so they sort of go, why are you saying yes? And then you have to explain yourself. Okay, Bunny, I'm sorry, you are going to you're gonna die. So 100 hammers to build one granary, which is awesome. So keep jumping, Bunny, and you go up. Oh no, it's gone. Oh, it's so sad. I'm sorry, Bunny. Oh, he's gone. I'm sorry, Bunny. I did warn you. You could have just kept jumping, and then the blocks would have been built on top of you. Anyway. Oh, well, they did. I meant underneath you. Let's just set. Hey, you were supposed to claim. Why didn't you claim? You were supposed to auto-claim. Let's just go this way because the chunk goes out here, and I'm not actually going to get in the way there. What am I doing? I want to change the plot permissions. There's cool. So this is the granary. Now I need to build my way out. Again, like I said, terraforming is required because of the fact that I have built it into a mountain. So I'll do that later, or I'll enlist someone to do it. I don't understand why I haven't joined up with my other tunnel. I could just, anyway, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Yay, I'm out. Where's my other tunnel? Oh, it's like over there. That's why. Okay, so I'll have to clear this up so that we have access to our granary. Excellent, so there's our granary now. So this will be a good test. Again, upgrade chest here, which we can put in beakers to upgrade it. At the moment, level 1, 4 quests, and this will actually give me hammers. So I will get 7 hammers per 40 items that I put in, and then as you upgrade your chest, it will give you more hammers and request more bread. This is, and I've said it before, the best way to level up your town and the best way to level up yourself, because you will get citizen points at the same time as your town will grow at the same time as you'll get hammers. Also, researching is another great way. I can't mention it enough. It's seriously the best way to do it. Okay, I'm going to have to build a warehouse. That's okay. That's fine, because I will build my warehouse out here. Because my warehouse is going to connect straight into my stables. I'm gonna die. So many mobs. Okay, let's just get rid of these guys. Oh, give me your enchanted bow. Nope, nothing. Guards, what's the point? What's the point of existing, skeleton, if you're not going to drop enchanted stuff? That's a bit mean. Cool, let's build ourselves a warehouse now. Warehouse, warehouse, warehouse. Warehouse, warehouse, warehouse. 200 hammers. You're off? Why are you off? That's a little annoying. I reckon that's fine. Stuff it! 200, huh? Okay, so, rapid information on the warehouse. The warehouse is like one of my... Okay, so it has to be... Maybe's my second favorite building ever. It's also for the lazy. So the warehouse I mentioned in another video has slightly changed. And so I think you'll have to check out the previous vid. I think it was just like a Civ tour that I did. So check that out for the details. But at the moment, if you are just watching this video for the first time, we're only on town level 1, so every building is going to be on level 1, and that means that only one chest is available here. So what I'm going to do now is just pop myself into CivChat. So this way I can, we need to go down one more level, so this way I can chatter to myself as much as I like and not have people ask me weird questions in global about what I was doing. Oh, you found a slime. Oh man, we love slime balls. Sounded a little bit weird. Slime balls are obviously used to help make sticky pistons, and sticky pistons are helpful when you are automating stuff. So, so we do like that, the slime balls very much. So I'm just gonna go get the right tool. Guards. I'm just gonna go out this way. Oh, before I build this structure, I just want to check how many I have. Oh, cool, 12 of 22. I got heaps, so that's fine. So I want to build a granary. Yes. I think 2 for now will be fine. Yes. And I'm short. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's going to build that granary, which is awesome. And then we'll be able to start growing the town and potentially build more granaries. I'm thinking maybe 4 to get the town up, but then I only really need to get the culture so far before it doesn't need to grow super big. Like, I don't need it to be a really large culture. So anyways, so out the back, let's have a look out the back, where we have our cottage. So what I will do is I will actually build another cottage next to it. Oh, bunny. Okay, cool. So that should be it's not going inside that one, is it? No. Okay, cool. So let's just build this and claim that. And how many do you need? 5, 7, and 5. Yeah, I don't have that. Cool. That's fine. At least we have a placeholder for our second underground cottage. So again, this just makes it easy. I can come in here and go pop and do the quests, and then come in here and go pop and do the quests, and then come in here and I'm out. I'm out of here. Yeah, and I'll clear this up here. And I should probably make some doors. I don't want to lock my hammers into the cottage. Like I don't want to put them in there in, you know, preparation for finding the remaining, just because if I decide that I want to use them elsewhere, then they would be tied into the cottage, and I don't really want that to happen. So let's just build. I'm gonna need more than that. Cure bananas. Okay, so we have doors, so we've got protection from mobs and from wandering people. We can also put doors on all our buildings too. I'm not really too worried about that at this stage. People can't use the buildings, they don't have permissions to it, so that's fine. The only exception would probably be a building that has an enderchest in it, or doesn't. Well, most of those buildings have doors on them anyway, like the cottage. Hi, Pixie. Hi, Pixie. Hi, Pixie. Hi, bear. That sounds like a baby zombie. Let's go build a quarry. The quarry has to be over near the cottages too, because we want it to be in the cold biome. Oh, don't forget to shut the door. So we want it to be also in the cold biome. So we can go... where's that trade post? It's over there. So we could go... So yeah, I'm going to go alongside here, and hopefully we'll dig so far in that we'll get to behind the cottage. And then, yeah, see, we're in the extreme hills here as well. And I wonder also if we build... Oh, light, that'd be light. If we actually build the quarry here, if that's going to be birch or extreme. Probably birch. Yeah, so we'll have to go behind the cottage. That's fine. The quarry will sit behind the cottage. That's fine. We can get into it from here. The dude will be here. We can terraform the front and get rid of everything in front of the cottage and the quarry maybe, or we could just leave it hidden and then no one will know it actually exists. So this is fine by me. And yes, I do need to claim it as well. And it also requires 300 hammers, so I don't have that yet, but that is fine. This is also looking a little precarious. The quarry does go down quite far. Yeah, can't see anything flashing. Sometimes if you're low enough and you're building, like we've done quite a few buildings underground, and you can see like flecks of red and stuff like that, so that you know there is redstone or something like that down there. I wonder if I could set the settings here without falling off. Whoa, tenuous. Okay, cool. So we have a quarry in place. We've got some cottages in place. So basically I'm just looking for hammers, and I need to terraform, and I need to do my quests in the granary. So I need to get access to some potatoes and stuff, but that's all going to be, don't forget to shut the door, that's all going to be back at spawn bottom, so I'll have to travel back there. And let's actually just do that now, because I'm going to run out of daylight. Also, I might need a trommel. I don't really want to build a trommel here purely because it's just a tech that I don't really, not necessarily don't need, because I do need a trommel here, but I don't want to have to spend all the time upgrading a trommel when I've got one that's just through the stable here. So before I go, I'll just quickly explain the stable. So the stable is your way of TPing around the game, that and a shipyard. So a stable will allow you to only travel during the daytime. So I want to travel now. You can travel furthest in the daytime. So here, this inventory is populated with items which will fast travel you to nearby stables in other towns. So you can only travel, oh, we're already at night, you can only travel to towns that do have a stable. If you want to travel to a town that does not have a stable, then I would look at seeing if there was a town nearby and basically appealing to them to see if they will let you travel through their town. Most towns do actually have their borders closed up so that you might be able to appear in the town hall, but you won't actually be able to spin, piggy, spin. You won't actually be able to leave the stable. So that's certainly something to look out for. And as this guy has said, we can only travel half the distance at night. So always travel during the daytime if you want to go long distances. When you do, you'll have more options here. So these guys are the closest. And so that's all we can really travel to. So I'm going to travel to Spawn Bottom. So here you can see we've actually closed off our entrances and our exits, so you won't be able to come in. Oh, this one here is the Egyptian template, by the way. The other one is the ordinary template. Actually, I think this one is smaller in size than, yeah, definitely smaller, huh? So it actually would probably only take up one plot, which would be nice. You have arrived in North Korea. We will always be North Korea, regardless of what our civ name is. We will always be North Korea. A labor camp official will be here to meet you. We'll meet you at the gate in a sec. I'm just making up my own words now. Getting a bit tired, I think. So I have permission, so I'm leaving. Says our town hall. Someone's left the door open. OMG. You don't want to know what shenanigans have been going on in our town hall of late. So I will basically be working now to make sure that we get, I want to use the other one, to make sure that we get the required items that I've just mentioned that we need for Spawn of Spawn, and then be able to move along. So gravel and stone slabs are not part of what's required here. I think I'll just put you in here. Even though there was a gravel pit. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just going to go off and do that. That's going to be boring labor work that you don't want to know about. I will need to eventually take some of this over. Maybe it's just carrots and potatoes I really should worry about. I do need more hammers. Oh, now I'm just talking to myself. Okay, calls. I'm going to go. Thank you. And amongst the weeds. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope that you have found it a little bit informative, building a new town or building a second town. It's obviously a lot faster building a second town because you already have the text and you have already got access to quests that will give you the resources that you need. So so that's really good. And also it's handy if you have someone who can make the town actually look really nice like this as well. So I'm lucky to have Wasabi Face allow me to be in his town. Cool, guys. Well, let me eat. Cool. So thank you everyone again, and I will see you online.